Alright, so first of all, I'd like to say that Shu Yun is still one of my most popular videos on YouTube. So obviously there's an appetite for rogue decks in 1v1 Commander, and people like watching those. So I've decided that I'm going to dedicate my Wednesday night stream to just playing fun rogue decks, and some of them serious, some of them not so serious. In that spirit, this is the least serious possible rogue deck I could think of. I was watching Channel Fireball yesterday, and they were doing the top 8 riskiest cards, and it made me think. It was mostly just their honorable mentions of like Glorious End and Demonic Pact, that made me think about MTG Goldfish. They've tried You Win the Game Tribal before. I thought I'd do a Race to the Bottom deck where you're intentionally trying to lose the game as fast as possible. So to that end, I put every card that says you lose the game into this 5-color mess. And I figured, I threw in a bunch of tutors to try and find something to help you lose the game. So probably the cheapest way to lose the game would be either Toxic Deluge or Phyrexian Processor and just spend all your life. That's kind of boring. So maybe I should cut that. Those don't technically say you lose the game, although you can use them to lose the game if you wanted to. The next options might be to fall on your own sword and take damage from your lands or something like that. If your opponent is killing you, but you can do that in just about any Magic game. So that's also, not very fun. That's a cheap way to lose. So there's also the 5 packs that just, you lose the game on the next upkeep. So those ones are decent. And then there's Final Fortune, Last Chance to give you an extra turn, and then Glorious End that ends your turn, or ends the turn, and then you lose the game on the next end step. So those are pretty fun. The real gold medal, though, comes to finding a way to cheat Phage the Untouchable into play. There are quite a few ways to do it. Some of them are a little ambitious, like Tooth and Nail. I mean, it could happen, but, it probably won't happen. But if it does happen, that's pretty fantastic. You can Green Sun Zenith for it. There's a few man lands. This is a 5-color mana base. I couldn't really afford like a Mutavault. Like color-wise, I can't afford. So I went with the cheapest ones. So maybe I could do some other ones. There's Treetop Village, and then there's a few of the 3-mana double-colored ones. And then I even went pretty deep and added a Zoetic Cavern, because you can play that for 3 mana, and then probably somebody will just kill it. So, but then you can polymorph it into Phage, or you can Buried Alive and then Animate Dead, or one of the other animation spells, or you can discard it to Nahiri or Dak Faden and then reanimate it if you draw it, or you can use Nahiri's ultimate to cheat it into play. So any one of those is a glorious way to lose, and like one of the top honors. And then the super top honor would be to use a Pact of Negation that you can't afford to push through a Phage the Untouchable reanimation or something like that, so that you're kind of double dead. That I think that one would be nearly impossible to get, but it would be fun. So beyond that, you need some artifact mana to get up some of these more expensive spells. So I put some artifact mana in there. I put some, ways to filter your land and get the lands you want. You can get Beside You if you need to push through. Because some of these spells, people might actually counter these spells because they don't know what you're trying to do. So I figured, and then there's some, Dispel and Swan Song, Counterspell, and Force of Will. Again, to push through these spells in case somebody decides to try and counter your lose the game spell. And then some mana filtering, or some card filtering, and then a bunch of other junk Like I don't know how good this deck is at losing the game, but we're gonna find out. And the one thing I'm gonna do, since this is a trolley deck, is I'm gonna try not to play the same person twice. Because one time you might find this funny. If you run into me twice, you're probably not gonna be as amused. So I'm gonna try not to hit the same person twice. And I'm gonna do one. There's no reason you can't play this in multiplayer, but I'm only gonna do one multiplayer, because that's not really very nice to turn somebody's free-for-all 4-player multiplayer into 3-player multiplayer on purpose. You know, you get that enough from people quitting. So, but I do want to do that once, but that one's kind of cheating because I might try to actually reanimate Phage in that one. Like just like that's the only way I can win. Or lose. I gotta try and reanimate Phage. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. This should be a lot of fun. And so I'm gonna take it to the tournament practice room because I want people to actually try and kill me as quickly as possible because that's the challenge, is you have to die before they kill you. And then let's try a game out. Where you lose the game tribal. All right. And this is MG Nero. I'm writing down who I played so I don't play them again. Here's my... Let's move this over. Well, we can just close that for now. This looks keepable. Don't have any way to directly... Oh, I forgot to talk about the commander, by the way. I didn't want to pay money for a Sliver Queen or a Sliver High Lord or anything like that. I thought about using a Togatog, but I want people to kind of think this is serious, at least for a second. So I went with Horde of Notions. I don't know how serious people will take it, but you know, I could just Imperial Seal for Buried Alive. Kalitas is interesting. And then reanimate. Do I want to... Well, let's just go for it. And where's Buried Alive? Buried Alive, Buried Alive. There it is. And then we'll play a Plateau. I should have played a tapped land. Not taking this seriously enough. I wonder what Kalitas has planned. Doesn't directly affect my Buried Alive. He's gonna know what's up as soon as I do this. I should leave the chat open. Oop. Opening the chat did that. Oh, do I really have other creatures? Oops, I goofed. I was supposed to only have one creature in the deck. I left a couple in there. That's got to be confusing. Alright, well that one was easy. Alright, we're not gonna play him again. I don't know how amused he was with that. He didn't lull. Alright, I'll host one. Hopefully we don't get him again. Looks like he already joined a game. Yeah, he joined a game. So... reanimating Phage was easier than I thought. I wonder if I should fix the deck, because there's no reason for that to be in there. And Dark Confidant. Is that Ancestral Vision and then like Portent? Just as dummy cards. Alright, Morpheus. Writing down Morpheus 38. He's on the play. Is he playing a pact to, it just doesn't seem very sporting. We'll keep it anyways. What's he playing? Geist. I think playing a pact to block something does count. But playing it just to play it, that's no fun. We could try and force an Imperial Seal through some counter spells. Or a Buried Alive. And then Exhume. Take some damage, that's fine. Let's go with black-green. And Buried Alive. Well, if he manages to counter my Buried Alive, I could double lose here. That actually sounds like fun. Let's double lose. Let's go for all three creatures again. Just because it's fun. Oh, I just got a way to remove my... Oh, I should have countered it. What was I thinking? Man, everybody's taking this much more seriously than... I thought maybe some people would get some lulls out of it. He could stifle the trigger. What would be fun is somebody actually tried to prevent me from losing. Alright. You gotta lose the game. Alright. See if we can find somebody else. I don't want to do this to MG Nero again. That's just mean. Did he win? Alright, he's playing somebody else now. Okay. Let's go ahead and host. So it looks like somebody just joined me. I'm playing a deck where the point of the deck is to lose the game before the opponent beats me. And so I'm playing all the you lose the game spells. And the true grand prize goes to reanimating or otherwise Green Sun Zenith, however you cheat Phage into play. That's the best way to win. There are a few other cheaper ways to lose win. Whatever you want to call it. It all feels like winning to me. When you can only lose, you can't lose. Pull up the deck list here. It's kind of crazy. There's some other ones that would be interesting. Forbidden Crypt, Transcendence. These ones look like they're actually ways to stop you from losing the game. You know what? I'm missing one. That one. Immortal Coil. Somehow that didn't end up in the deck. So let's drop the Portent and add that one in. So this one's exile 2 cards from your graveyard. This Forbidden Crypt, if you have like an empty graveyard, it pretty much kills you right away. So that one's kind of fun, because you really want people to know that you're killing yourself intentionally. You don't want people to think it's accidentally. Otherwise, that's less fun. And I'm also trying to make sure that I don't play the same person twice, because it might be funny once, but I imagine that having it happen and more than once, it's just a waste of time. Like, I'm just wasting your time at that. Once, you might get some lulls out of it or be like, what just happened? But twice, you're just like, come on. You're just wasting my time now. So I'm trying not to do that. Because I think that's unsporting. But I think just doing it once per person is good, clean fun. I can't find a game. I might try a regular Commander game. Like a free-for-all. There are no free-for-alls forming. That seems strange. But I only want to do one free-for-all because it's not very nice to turn somebody's 4-way free-for-all into a 3-way. That happens enough to people quitting. I don't want to ruin people's days too much. What I should do another time is find a way to like deck yourself, like always. That would be fun. Just like a million and one ways to deck yourself and just throw those into a deck. Hmm. I'm not sure what happened to my webcam here. This thing's still plugged in. Did I unplug it when I was behind my computer? I'll have to check that out later. Still can't find a match. Trying to lose the game as quickly as possible. There's a just for fun, but I don't know, I might, like, I want people to kill me as fast as possible, but seems like just for fun is a better place. It's a little weird. I'm not sure if I should be playing in the tournament practice room or the just for fun. Let's do one here. Just to get a game going. I'll write down his name so I don't end up playing him again. Don't want to waste people's time. Alright, we got a way to lose the game right there. What is he playing against? It's a less fun way to lose the game. Chromox. Non-land cards. So let's actually get rid of the Final Fortune. This should be confusing. He'll just think I'm a combo deck or something. Play that. Play a Signet. And say go. Let's find another way to lose the game. I want to try something a little different. Although I haven't done that one yet. Utopia Tree. I could bury it alive. Just put Phage down there. I've done that a couple times already, but it's still kind of fun. Let them know what I'm about. Oh, that confused pause. What I really want is for somebody to try and stop me from losing the game. That would be fantastic. Let's white, black. We need, so let's use a black for that one, and then green. Oh, that one's only red. Oh, I can't make green, so I can't make my commander. Not that I really need to. I can polymorph this commander, but it's not the best play in the world. Ooh, Coalition Rattlek. Might counter it. Wonder what he's up to. Hope he doesn't beat me. Maybe it was greedy to not just Fatal Fortune. Man, just drawing lands. Let's make green. Drop this land tapped. Make black, white. Red, blue. No reason to cast this. Alright. Nope. The sad part is the Buried Alive actually prevents me from Green Sun Zenithing. I really want a Green Sun Zenith for Phage at some point. So maybe I shouldn't have Buried Alive. Ooh. I love Primeval Bounding. This card's like a Planeswalker, man. It's so powerful. Unfortunately, it's not really playable on 1v1 Commander. Can I draw something other than a land? Let's go black, black, white, black one, red, blue, color, color. And then breeding pool. No. Oh, it has haste. Oops. Wait, I'm... Killing the opponent also counts as losing. Although he gains 3 life for every... Oh, jeez. I'm gonna die here. It's too bad Phage isn't an elemental. I could actually, like... I could switch it up and, or I could play that card that makes everything the card type of your choice. And then, that would be a legitimate way to reanimate Phage. And totally janky. He is really trying to kill me here. Not sure what's going on. He tapped out all those mana, unless he has a land, like he can't equip the sword. I guess 3 counters is better than a sword. I don't know. What did Idyllic Tutor get? See if we can find a way to lose the game. Other way around. Not you win the game, you lose the game. Like, I lose the game. Let's go for Demonic Pact. So this is kind of a trolley deck, where the point is to lose before your opponent kills you. I'm going to attack. Totally a bluff. I don't know why he didn't attack last turn. He might be able to just kill me. Like, he might be able to do 21 with this thing before the Demonic Pact kills me. For the record, I'm choosing to lose the game next turn. So I was watching Channel Fireball. They were doing the top 8 risky cards, and like I've seen you win the game tribal before. I decided to try you lose the game tribal with all the cards that say you lose the game on them, and so I put them all in the deck. And I've decided the rule is I can't play the same person twice because that's just a waste of their time. They might get a lull out of it once, or they might be irritated. But if you do it twice, they're probably going to get super irritated. You lose the game. Yes, lose the game. So I'm not gonna. I'm gonna try I'm gonna do one multiplayer one because it's kind of rude, but I do have to do it once because it's because there's nothing stopping you from playing this as multiplayer. It's like it's not any different in multiplayer. I'm gonna put these guys' names down so I don't play them again. Yeah. Yeah, it always does that. So the ultimate way to win is to reanimate or to cheat Phage into play. I've already reanimated him. It's actually pretty easy to reanimate Phage. So I might have to rule that out and try new ways to win each time. Ooh, Group Hug. Xenagos is a kill you fast kind of deck. I have 2 you lose the games. I have 3, 4 in my hand. I think I should try the Forbidden Crypt plan. I actually have 4 cards in my hand that say you lose the game. I've decided it's cheating to use these spells on nothing. Like, you know, that's just no fun. I don't know, I could... Yo. So this is just some fun for the first, 20 or 30 minutes of the stream. I've actually decided that Wednesday is going to be... This guy is mulliganed to 1 card. He mulliganed to 0 hands. And he conceded. So there's no Group Hug anymore. That's no fun. So yeah, I've decided that we'll F8. That Wednesdays is going to be Rogue Wednesday from now on. There seems to be an appetite for people to try out Rogue decks. The Susun is still my most popular YouTube video. Shu Yun, that's what it is, Shu Yun. So obviously there's an appetite for this stuff. There's quite a few Rogue decks I'd like to try out. So I'm gonna do not so serious Wednesdays where I just try out Rogue decks. And this was one that I just occurred to me yesterday. Again, I was watching Channel Fireball, and I thought this would be fun. I could have countered that, and I actually can't F8, can I? Because if somebody casts a spell. I really want a Forbidden Crypt here. At least I'm drawing land. So I got another deck planned. for in a little bit. I just wanted to goof around a little bit, keep the mood light. Do you have to keep your hand if you mulligan to 0? Man, Xenagos is going gangbusters. I mean, if, you know, a couple of spells counts. Ooh, I get to draw a card. Could end the game and lose a turn. Boom! Card though. I could now pact now that I'm dying anyways. Well, I'm not dying yet, so that doesn't... This probably wasn't very nice to do it in a multiplayer, so I'm only, like I said, I'm only going to do one multiplayer, because it's just not nice. They already had one player go out. Unfortunately, this deck can't actually win. I guess if you attacked a bunch of times with the Horde in Oceans, that counts. Or if you cast a Phage. Like, those are the two possible ways it could win. I get a dark ritual back. Is it broken? Gotta lose the game somehow. I think I should Slaughter Pact and then Pact of Negation. The Slaughter Pact. Just to like stack on, because I should be losing to this Forbidden Crypt on my draw. So like just stack on 3 ways that I would lose the game. So let's Slaughter Pact this thing and then Pact of Negation that. if there's any other ways I can lose the game next turn. I think three's probably good enough. And then after this, I'll probably just move on to the next deck. You can put a creature card from your hand up. Wow, it's amazing that he didn't. Okay, at least they know, they have a sense of humor about it, so that's good. I think the other people I played, they were a little taken back by it. Can't pay for that. They apparently thought I had a way through it. All right, let's move on to the next deck.